In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how I took this buy trade on gold, this buy trade and this sell trade on gold. So if you're interested in this video, stay to the end of the video, and without wasting much of our time, let's get right into the video. On the higher time frame, I can see that gold on the higher time frame. I went to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, I can see that gold is very bullish. As you can see, gold break this high, retrace to this breaker block, then break again. So on the higher time frame, I can see that gold is very bullish. Gold break this recent high right here. Gold break this high on the higher time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, Then I move down to the 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, I can see that we are having this kind of market structure liquidity pattern. If you guys watch my previous video, you know what I'm talking about. This market structure liquidity pattern. This liquidity pattern right here on the 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, I can see that this is the type of market structure liquidity pattern that gold is trying to give me. So I waited on the, let's move to the 1-hour time frame. I want to show you guys something. On the 1-hour time frame, as you can see, this is the liquidity I was expecting gold to come and take. This is the liquidity, which is this low right here, which is this low. This is the low that I'm expecting gold to come and take. So I'm expecting gold to come back and grab this liquidity before we continue the bullish movement. So what did I do? I moved to the 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, I waited for the New York session overlap to open, which is this indicator that I'm showing you. I waited for the New York session overlap. I only trade the New York/London session overlap. Sometimes New York session, sometimes New York/London session overlap. I don't trade London session on gold because I really like volatility. The volatility on gold is very high during the New York session. So when the New York session opened, there was a news coming up. I think there was a news coming up. So I didn't bother to take this trade. This was my previous analysis before. Saying price to break structure. You know, on the daily time frame, we are selling gold in order to take out that liquidity, that low liquidity, this low liquidity that I showed you guys earlier. This low right here, this low. So I'm trying to sell gold towards this low. So I scaled down to my 1 hour, then my 5 minutes. Like I said before, I was waiting for the news to play out first. As you can see, I was waiting for price to come back to this breaker block before the New York session overlap open. If you guys watch my previous video, you know this kind of liquidity pattern I trade. So I was waiting for gold to come back into this breaker block, then I should sell using this guy as my liquidity. Using this lower high as my liquidity. But I didn't take the trade because there was a fundamental news coming up. That's why I didn't bother to take this trade. Instead, I waited for another setup. Doing that my New York session, doing my need for another trade. I missed this trade. This is another opportunity for me again to take the sell setup on gold. This is another opportunity. Price came back, grabbed that liquidity. All this pattern that I'm trading, that I'm showing you guys right now, is in my previous video, so you guys can watch that video. So price came back, grabbed this liquidity, then start selling. But I didn't miss this one. Instead, I waited. You can see I'm still in my New York session. That's the only session I only trade on gold in market. So I waited for this type of trading pattern, this engineered liquidity trading pattern. This one right here, break of structure. Then as price was coming back to the other block, price engineered liquidity into that high, then start selling. So this is the kind of trading pattern I explained in my previous video also. So I waited for price to come back into this other block, then I should start selling gold. So that's exactly what I did. price came back, engineer liquidity, grab that liquidity, then start selling. So that was how I sold gold at this level. As you can see, we had a break of structure. We had a break of structure right here. Break of structure, other block, price retraced, give me engineer liquidity, then I sold gold immediately. This gave me about $150. I was risking like $30 on this trade, and you can see 1:6. It's 1:5.9, but I estimate it as 1:6. So on to the next day, I only trade the New York/London session overlap. So on to the next day, as you can see, price later came back and grabbed this liquidity I was expecting on the higher time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame. This liquidity right here, this liquidity. So price came back, that grab and start going bullish. So that's exactly what I was expecting on gold on Wednesday. So today, right now, Thursday, I waited for the New York session overlap to open. As soon as price grab this liquidity, price will start going bullish according to this liquidity right here, according to this trading pattern I trade. According to this liquidity trading pattern. So I waited for the New York session overlap to open. I will scale down to my 15 minutes time frame to check whether there's any potential setup. So let me turn on trading. Okay. Now on the 15 minutes time frame, I could see that price broke this high. Break this high right here. Price break this high. Price break this high also. Price break this high. Price break this high. But on the 15 minutes time frame, I was actually expecting gold to come back into this level. I was expecting gold to come back into this breaker block and start going bullish. That was what I was expecting gold to do today on the 15 minutes time frame. But there was one kind of trading pattern on the 5-minute time frame that I waited for price to do from. It's either price on the 15-minute time frame, it's either price come back into this breaker block and start going bullish. Come back into this breaker block and start going bullish, or on the 5 minutes time frame, price will grab any liquidity and give me a confirmation. Let's say this is the type of trading pattern I trade. Let's say this is the break of structure. I'm giving you guys a glance of my confirmation entry. Now price will grab liquidity, price break of structure, price grab liquidity, then give me a confirmation. This right here now is a confirmation for me. This is my own type of confirmation setup. This is one of my confirmation setup. So I was waiting for this on the higher time, on the 15 minutes time frame, but my psychology was telling me, or my edge was telling me, gold will not be able to come back to this breaker block in time, because it was very, very close to this high. Because gold was very, very close to this high. So what did I do? I went to my 5 minutes time frame. And you can see on the 5 minutes time frame, price gave me that exact confirmation setup that I'm looking for. Exact confirmation setup I'm looking for. We have that break of structure. As you can see, we have that break of structure, which is this high. Price broke structure, price gave me that liquidity, price grabbed that liquidity, went up, came back and started going bullish. So that was exactly what I was expecting. Is it that price to come back to this breaker block on the daily time frame, which is this breaker block, or price to give me this confirmation entry on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, price later gave me that on the 5 minute time frame, price gave me that confirmation entry, and I bought gold at this level, giving me 1:5, risking like 250 pips. I was risking like $30 on this also, $30. So I made $150 on this also. $150 on this also. As you can see, confirmation entry. So I've been trading for a long time now, so I know my confirmation entry, and I know the type of trading pattern I trade in the market. I know the type of trading pattern that works well for me. As you can see, as soon as price took out that high, price sold massively. But we're already out of the market already. And like I said before, I only trade the New York session or the New York/London session overlap. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.